How's it going? Seth Muncie here, founder of Disc Golf Strong. I'm excited to be partnering up with Dynamic Discs and the Disc Golf Answer Man Show to bring you a 5-part video series on preparing your body for the disc golf season. So for many of us, the disc golf season is gearing up, we're getting ready to go, and we want to play strong, healthy disc golf and stay injury-free, right? So that's why I created Disc Golf Strong, because I wanted to help disc golfers like me and you play strong, healthy, injury-resistant disc golf as much as we want and for as long as we want. So I'm really excited about this video series. So the first part today is going to be all about mobility. So when we play disc golf, we have to have good mobility. Okay? If we don't have good mobility where we need it, then our disc golf play is going to suffer. It's either going to cause potential injuries, or we're not going to be able to express all that power that we can create in our body into the disc appropriately, because we're going to be all knotted up somewhere. Okay? So when it comes to mobility for disc golf, and really for anything, we want to make sure that we're mobile in the right areas. Okay? When the body is stacked up, we are an alternating series of joints that need to be stable or mobile. What does that mean? I need to have a mobile ankle, and you do too. We need to have stable knees, excuse me. We need to have mobile hips. We need to have a stable lower back. We need to have a mobile upper back spine here, okay? We need to have a stable shoulders and a mobile neck. Now, a lot of times, over time, we start to lose the mobility in the places that should be mobile. Okay, we're sitting a lot, we're sitting at work and home, and so our back, our upper back and our hips get really, really stiff. And when that happens, we start to move through areas that we're not really supposed to be moving through. Okay, so just for an example in disc golf, we need to have the mobility up here, I said, and the mobility here in the hips, right? So I need to be able to rotate in my hips. I need to have good mobility here. And I need to have good mobility here. I need to be able to rotate in my upper back. If I can't do that, I'm still going to be able to throw the disc. But my body, we're great compensators. My body is going to say, my brain's going to say, we need to get that disc down the field. We can't rotate through here very well. We can't rotate through here very well. So let's do that by rotating through some other areas. The knees and the lower back. So now I start rotating, I start twisting through that lower back, I start twisting extra through that knee, and now that starts to cause problems. So we're going to show you 2 exercises that's going to start increasing the mobility where it counts, the upper back and the hips. The first one, the upper back. So come down on the ground, and we're going to do what we call a heel sit T-spine rotation. Okay, a T-spine rotation, that just means thoracic spine. This is the upper back, the thoracic part of the upper back. I'm going to sit back in my hips. The knee width doesn't matter too much. Just make sure they're not too close together, and try to sit as back onto your heels as possible. That makes sure that kind of locks out our lower back and doesn't allow us to twist too much through there and forces us to twist through here. Okay, so you can put a pad on your knees as well if you need. I'm going to take one hand, I'm going to put a stiff arm straight out, and I'm going to push my hand hard into the ground. That's going to give me a nice good point to pivot off of. Okay, so then I take my other hand, just place it gently behind my head, bring my elbows together, and then rotate, pushing this hand down, rotate up towards the ceiling. I come back down and up, down and up. So as you do these, you're going to start to regain some of that lost mobility you have in your upper back. It may not happen right away on the first time, but if you consistently do this, you're going to start to see the great benefits from that. I'm going to show you from the front here. So I'm sitting back, I put my hand here, elbow towards the elbow, elbow towards the ceiling. Now you'll notice my eyes, I try to look up towards the ceiling. That's really important because our body wants to go wherever our eyes go. If I'm sitting here and I do that, that's as much mobility as I have. Now I look and I just got extra mobility. So here, there, I just got a few extra degrees. I could feel it start to rotate more in my upper back. So make sure that you're not looking down. Try to look up. Now, with anything, if you feel pain when you do this movement, you shouldn't feel pain. So stay out of any range of motion that causes pain. You may feel some tightness and some like, wow, okay, I'm feeling some tension in there. But if it feels like it's an injury, okay, or you got something injured in there that's kind of creeping up now when you do this movement, stay away from that. Then I would switch to the other side. So elbow to elbow, elbow and eyes towards the ceiling. So that's for the upper back, okay? 8 to 12 of those if you want to do more, if you have time. Totally fine, but at least do 8 to 12 each side and try to do them every single day. The next one is going to be for the hips. So I say we need to be able to swivel through our hips, right? So this is one of my favorite exercises for regaining the mobility in the hips. It's called a shin box. So I'm just going to sit back in my hips, got my hands just resting comfortably on the ground. And all I'm going to do is feet are flat on the ground and about shoulder width apart. And then I'm just going to drop my knees side to side. So when I drop, my one knee comes towards the bottom of my other foot. So I'm not too close like that. Okay, that's not going to allow me to really get mobility. I'm going to go here so that I can get some extra mobility there. Only go as far to each side as you feel that you can at this time. And like I said, stay out of any range of motion that causes pain. Side to side, just dropping the knees. Now, as you start to get a little more mobility in there, feel things starting to loosen up, you can sit here, and then you can start to come into a more tall sit position. Okay, this is going to really force some extra mobility. Go to the other side, just like this. So I'm dropping my right knee towards the bottom of my left foot, and then vice versa. And then if you want to add in a little extra, okay, to check how much mobility you have in those hips and the stability in your core, you can start taking your hands off. Okay, here and here. One extra step would be without it. Now don't go in this too fast. This is just the first progression of the shin box through here, okay? Don't go too much with these, side to side. So that's the upper back, that's the hips, and why mobility is so important. So try those out with these 8 to 12 each side as well. Try to do them every single day. All right, so that concludes the mobility part for this 5-part video series. Make sure you tune in for the next video. We're going to be talking more about stability. All right, so check out discgolfstrong.com and also check out discgolfanswerman.com for more articles and videos on disc golf. Have a great day, everyone, and go play disc golf strong.